Introduction: How to control your emotions. Introduction. Imagine a life where you can maintain your composure no matter the circumstance. Picture yourself in high-pressure situations, calmly responding with clarity and rationality instead of acting impulsively. What if you could transform emotional outbursts into measured, thoughtful actions? This is the essence of emotional mastery. And the power of not reacting is your guide to achieving it. Whether it's anger, frustration, or disappointment, we've all experienced moments where our emotions got the best of us, leaving us with regrets. But what if you could rewrite this narrative? What if, instead of being ruled by your emotions, you learn to guide them? This book will empower you to do just that by exploring emotional intelligence, managing your reactions, and cultivating lasting control. Mastering emotional regulation doesn't mean suppressing how you feel. It means embracing those emotions, understanding their origins, and directing them constructively. Through these pages, you'll learn practical techniques to transform knee-jerk reactions into thoughtful responses. The journey begins by recognizing the difference between reacting and responding. Reacting versus responding. Reacting is often impulsive, driven by raw emotion. It's the knee-jerk retort to a rude comment or the instinctive frustration when something goes wrong. Responding, however, involves deliberate consideration, allowing you to align your actions with your goals and values. This shift from reactive to responsive behavior is the cornerstone of emotional control. It starts with cultivating mindfulness, which brings awareness to your thoughts and feelings in the present moment. Mindfulness acts as a pause button, giving you the space to evaluate your emotions before acting on them. Chapter 1: Understanding Emotional Triggers. Why do certain comments or situations seem to light a fire within you, while others roll off like water on a duck's back? Emotional triggers are deeply personal, often rooted in past experiences or ingrained beliefs. Identifying these triggers is the first step toward liberation. What are emotional triggers? Emotional triggers are events, conversations, or behaviors that evoke intense emotional responses. For instance, a snide remark might remind you of being teased as a child, stirring feelings of insecurity. Recognizing that your reactions often stem from past experiences, rather than the present moment, can be incredibly freeing. How to identify triggers? Begin by reflecting on moments where you felt emotionally overwhelmed. Was it during a confrontation? After receiving criticism? By understanding what sets you off, you can start taking control. Recognize that the power lies in your response, not the trigger itself. Chapter 2: Recognizing the body's signals. Our emotions don't just manifest in our minds, they ripple through our bodies. Increased heart rate, sweaty palms, shallow breathing, these are signs your body is reacting to emotional stress. Learning to recognize these cues can be transformative. The language of your body. When anger rises, your pulse quickens. When anxiety strikes, your breath may become shallow. These physical reactions are clues, signaling that an emotional response is underway. The first step to emotional control is becoming fluent in this internal language. Practice observing your physical reactions. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and take stock. Is your heart racing? Are your muscles tense? By observing these sensations without judgment, you can create a buffer between emotion and action, allowing for a more measured response. Chapter 3: Creating a pause button. The ability to pause in the heat of the moment is a superpower. It allows you to step back, evaluate the situation, and choose how to respond. This pause doesn't come naturally, it's a skill you can cultivate. How to hit pause. Picture a mental stop sign whenever you feel overwhelmed. This simple visualization can interrupt the chain reaction of impulsive behavior. Pair this with breathing techniques like the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. This not only calms your body but also clears your mind. Over time, this habit becomes second nature, When faced with an emotionally charged situation, you'll instinctively pause, breathe, and regain control. Chapter 4: Practicing Mindfulness Daily. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword, it's a life-altering practice. By staying present and aware, you can prevent emotions from hijacking your actions. Mindfulness in everyday moments. Mindfulness isn't limited to meditation. It's about being fully present in whatever you're doing, whether it's washing dishes, walking, or having a conversation. Instead of letting your mind wander, focus on the task at hand. This simple shift reduces stress and fosters emotional clarity. Mindful conversations. Are you truly listening? Or simply waiting for your turn to speak? Mindfulness in communication means hearing not just the words, but the emotions behind them. This practice deepens connections and reduces misunderstandings. Chapter 5: Reframing Negative Thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. By reframing negative thoughts, you can change how you perceive challenges and setbacks. The art of reframing. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You could spiral into frustration, thinking, "Why does this always happen to me?" Or, you could reframe it, "This is an opportunity to enjoy my favorite podcast." Reframing isn't about ignoring reality, it's about choosing a perspective that serves you. Chapter 6: The Power of Empathy and Compassion. Understanding and validating others' emotions is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Empathy allows you to connect, while compassion encourages you to act with kindness. Building empathy. Listen actively. Acknowledge the other person's feelings without judgment. Empathy isn't about fixing their problems, it's about understanding their perspective. Practicing compassion. Compassion goes beyond understanding, it's about wanting to alleviate someone's pain. By extending kindness to others, you create a ripple effect of positivity, benefiting both yourself and those around you. Chapter 7: Cultivating Emotional Awareness. Emotional awareness is the bedrock of emotional intelligence. It goes beyond simply identifying feelings, it's about understanding their origins, impacts, and how they can guide your behavior. The more aware you are of your emotions, the less likely you are to be ruled by them. Building emotional awareness. Name your emotions. Are you angry, disappointed, or simply tired? Labeling your feelings gives you clarity and separates them from your identity. Saying, "I feel angry," is different from, "I am angry." The former acknowledges a passing emotion, the latter defines you by it. Explore their origins. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Is this emotion about the present moment? Or is it rooted in something deeper, such as an unresolved past experience? Recognize patterns. Do certain situations or people consistently evoke strong emotions? These recurring patterns can reveal unaddressed triggers and offer opportunities for growth. The power of reflection. Dedicate time each day to reflect on your emotions. Journaling can be particularly helpful. Writing down your feelings allows you to process them constructively and identify themes over time. This practice strengthens your ability to navigate emotional challenges with composure and insight. Chapter 8: Practicing Delayed Gratification. In a world that celebrates instant gratification, the ability to wait and persevere is a superpower. Delayed gratification strengthens your self-control and equips you to handle emotional impulses effectively. Understanding the link between impulse and emotion. Emotions often fuel the desire for immediate satisfaction. Think about the urge to send a biting text in response to criticism or indulge in an unhealthy snack when stressed. Learning to delay gratification isn't about denial, it's about creating space for thoughtful choices. Strategies for practicing delayed gratification. Set clear goals when tempted to act impulsively. Remind yourself of your larger objectives. For example, if your goal is to improve a relationship, a snarky retort won't serve you in the long run. Use the 10-minute rule. When you feel an emotional urge, pause for 10 minutes before acting. Often, this delay provides the clarity needed to make a better choice. Visualize long-term rewards. Imagine the satisfaction of achieving your goals or maintaining your integrity. This mental exercise reinforces your commitment to your priorities over fleeting impulses. Delayed gratification is a muscle you build over time. Each time you choose to wait or pause, you're training your mind to value patience and intention. Chapter 9: Strengthening Emotional Boundaries. Healthy emotional boundaries are essential for protecting your mental well-being. They help you navigate relationships without losing sight of your own needs and values. What are emotional boundaries? Emotional boundaries define how you allow others to treat you and how you manage your emotional energy. They help you avoid overextending yourself, internalizing others' emotions, or tolerating disrespect. Steps to set healthy boundaries. Identify your limits. Reflect on what makes you uncomfortable or stressed. This could be certain behaviors, conversations, or levels of intimacy. Communicate assertively. Express your boundaries clearly and respectfully. Use I statements, such as, "I need some time to myself when I feel overwhelmed." Be consistent. Enforcing boundaries requires consistency. If someone crosses a line, calmly but firmly remind them of your limits. Protecting your emotional energy. Boundaries aren't just about saying no to others, they're also about saying yes to yourself. Prioritize activities and relationships that uplift you. Regularly check in with yourself. Are you feeling drained or fulfilled? Adjust your boundaries accordingly. Conclusion. These additional chapters deepen your journey into emotional mastery by fostering awareness, self-control, and the ability to protect your well-being. As you practice emotional awareness, delayed gratification, and healthy boundaries, you'll find yourself better equipped to navigate life's complexities with confidence and grace. Mastery of emotions isn't an overnight transformation, it's a lifelong process of growth and refinement. With each step forward, you're not only building resilience but also cultivating a richer, more intentional life. Keep practicing, and the rewards will be transformative.